8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, welcome. I'm Terry. This is Terry on the Guardian Side Live. Ask me anything you want, share anything you want. And I will also do a little bit of guide games today, and I will share some news from the channel, things that are going on. And I will also, let me just, share a comment or a post from Sanaya, the guides from Susanne Gisman. So it would be nice if you could write hello or something and where you're from in the chat so I can see I'm out into the internet. Yes, I am. Florin, hi, hello Florin. Anja, hello Terje, hello Anja. Nice to see you or read you again. Question about favorite money affirmation. I will answer that in a while. Itty bitty, I promise. And I also have a thing I would like to, because it really helped me last week when I got your input on the healing project, the healing experiment. So I have another thing, if you don't mind, if I may ask your opinion about. You know, I'm quite obsessed with these things. That's basically everything I think about is communication with the universe. Hello from Kansas City. Cool. Missouri. Live in Vegas. Wow, very cool. That's itty bitty. Yep. Mark Swain. Hi from the UK. Nice. Good evening from Spain. Universum. Hello, Spain. I will be in your beautiful country in a few days and I will stay there all winter. So I'm really looking forward to that. And not being afraid of slipping on the ice, which we have in Norway during winter time. So that's going to be great. It's almost embarrassing if I count all the days and months I've been in Spain and put them all together. We're talking about years. And did I learn Spanish? No, sorry. Didn't do that, yeah. Universum asks, we're in Spain, Costa Blanca. It's Costa del Sol between Marbella and Malaga. That's where I'll be spending my winter. I'm actually driving. Fancy having my car down there so I can go for some trips. So I will be starting this Wednesday, in fact, to drive to the south of Spain. Okay, let me ask you first. I'm starting the healing project. Just really quick. The idea is that I asked you last week. Asked you guys, what do you think about this idea? Tell people. I will do the speak up method and do healing, and I will ask for 50 euros to do it. And the main reason for that is that I want to track the effect of the healing. So if it doesn't work, just send me an email and I will refund you the 50 euros. That's the idea, right? So I'm assuming people will contact me if it doesn't work because it's remote healing. All I gave them is the date of when I'm going to do it. They don't know when. And if nothing happens in 5 days, send me an email and get the money back. So I'm starting tomorrow with this. I lined up, I don't know how many, quite a few people. So I'm going to do it twice a day. In my morning meeting with the universe, I'm going to do it. And I'm also going to do it around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Do the speak up method for healing for that specific person and that specific thing that they want healed, right? So I am a little nervous about this. Not about the money, because the money is, they sent me the 50 euros. I of course won't spend it and I'm prepared to send everything back. But I'm really curious and a little nervous if this is going to work or not. Because when I've been doing healing, it has amazing effects. But now with money involved and me measuring, I do have an idea that the universe doesn't like to be measured. So maybe this is not a good idea. So I don't know, right? So I'll keep you updated on the results. Because if I don't hear anything, this won't be a scientific research paper, but it'll give me some feedback. If I don't hear anything, I'm assuming it worked, right? Or maybe people tell me it worked. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, starting tomorrow. And I'm going to be doing it for 2 weeks until I can track the results. Yeah. Hi from Wisconsin, USA. Hello, Wisconsin. Yes. So let me ask you your opinion about universum. Do you think the solar storms affect distance healing? My answer to that universum is just pure guessing. I really don't know. But my gut instinct says no. And that's another thing about this healing. What I'm doing with this healing experiment, it's going to take me 12 to 15 seconds, well, a little longer with focusing. I'm not going to do a whole meditation. It's maximum 30 seconds, the whole thing, right? And my inner critic says, are you insane? Healers sit in trance for 30 minutes to make this work. Do you really think you can do this in 30 seconds? Crazy person, is my inner critic. And I don't know. But when I've done the healing for other people previous in the last years, it has worked with that short amount of time. So guys, what I'm testing here is if healing works, if you can do it that short. Because I'm not gonna talk too long, but I find it interesting because we think we need to sit down, open up for the healing energy to do its work, and then sit there for quite a long time while that healing energy works, right? But the speak up method seems to be working for a short period of time, only 30 seconds. So maybe the spoken intention aligned with the words that you actually speak it, and the intention and the thoughts, I don't know. So I'm really curious to see if this works or not. Yeah. So back to the solar storms, if it affects distance healing, I don't think it does, and I don't think a lot can influence it. I always say we ask for this or something even better, and in the best interest of all. So we open it up, and it's not up to me or the person getting the healing or anyone deciding if this is going to work or not, right? So I think it's just the intention aligned with the people who want to receive it. Yeah. So I don't think we can influence it a whole lot. It's not like, oh, you did it wrong. It didn't work because you did it wrong. I don't know if that's true. But again, I'm guessing here. Yeah. Anya PJ, can feel the healing already. My mindset says healing to you from the moment I reply. That's important. If I understand you correctly, Anya, and what I wrote in an email is that healing might begin before I do the speak up method, because with the people who have said yes to this, so the free will is respected and the plans are laid out, we're just waiting for me to speak up, right? I don't want to do too many each day because I want to really feel it when I do it. So maybe the healing starts already, and Anya writes that she experienced that, if I understood you correctly. Yeah. Spirit warrior, perhaps the fact that the universe isn't on a linear timeline as we on planet Earth are, is why results can happen by intention, not length of time. Yeah, absolutely good point. That time doesn't exist like here in the spirit world. Everything is going on at the same time, but maybe on different frequencies and different channels. It's like you're watching one TV channel and you're into this movie you're watching on TV. Maybe nobody watches TV anymore, but anyway, you watch TV on channel 1 and you're into this movie, but you are very aware that there are news on channel 2 right now, but you're not watching that, you're into this movie, right? So that's a way to explain why things can happen at the same time. You know it's news on channel 2, but you want to watch this movie. So it depends on which channel you tune into. Now we tune into Earth channel, you know, yeah. So that's a very good perspective, Spirit Warrior. Absolutely. I'm gonna answer your question, itty bitty, about what's your favorite money affirmation that works for you. I don't have one like sentence, like one affirmation. I have had great experience with listening to those YouTube videos that go on for like 6 or 8 hours, and listen to them while you sleep. There's tons of them on YouTube. You can Google sleep manifestation or something, I guess. And if you pick one with a lot of views and a lot of comments, and if you look at those comments, people are going crazy about the effect of listening to this while they sleep. I'm aware of that. The most popular comments are on top. So if you want to get the critical ones, you might have to scroll further down. But there's like hundreds of people going, oh my God, this manifestation happened so fast. So that would be my tip for you, to find one of those videos. They're free, and you just click play when you go to bed. You should listen to it a little bit before, so it resonates with you and makes you feel good. You're gonna listen to this while you sleep, right? Yeah. Hi from UK, Marcia Gisman. Hello, UK. Or is it? No, it's UK, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask you about advice, because, as I told you, I'm quite obsessed with these things, and it occurred to me. So now we speak to the guardian side, and we manifest. If you do the speak up method, you manifest with your guardian side. You ask for help to receive things in your life. Could be emotions or objects or whatever, right? And that's fine. But it occurred to me, because I do believe that our guide, our spirit guides and our helpers they're integrated. It's not like they're out there only or in here only. It's like in every cell of your body and in every atom in the universe, I guess. I don't really understand this, of course. But it's very integrated. And when we do the speak up method, we kind of go outside ourselves and ask for help. And it works, seems to be working really well, right? So that's fine. But what if we took it a step further? What if we, since it's so integrated, we're taught that we are being breathed. The life running through us is spirit. It's all integrated. So that occurred to me. So I'm going to wash my car and clean my car before I go to Spain, maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. And I find that a little boring. What if I, as an experiment, invited my guide inside to clean the car with me? What if you are doing the dishes, if anybody's doing the dishes anymore? You invite your guide inside to do it with you. What if you're writing an email to your boss and you invite your guide inside to do it with you? What if you work out, go to the gym, and you invite your guide inside to do it with you? What if you have some creative hobby, writing or painting or making music, I don't know, and you invite your guide inside to do it with you? I haven't tested, I'm going to make videos about this next week. I haven't tested it, it's just an idea, but I would like your input. What do you think about that? To really see your guide inside as a life partner, if you will, that you can access and get help from in so many more situations than just more money or whatever you want to manifest. Because people talk about, especially creative people, if they make music or an author, they talk about their muse and the flow state, where time seems to slow down and they are just in this world, man, and creativity is running and they're getting ideas and they say, I have no idea where it came from. You know, that state, I believe that's spiritual integration, if you will. There's no we're not multitasking, we're not looking at our phones, no. We're only making this music or baking this cake or doing this workout, and we're totally focused. Maybe by having an intention to do work or tasks and ask the guide inside to join us, it can be more pleasurable to wash the car. Maybe I can get in more of a flow state by doing that. That's what I'm going to find out. So what do you think about what I'm talking about right now? It's taking the speak up method a step further and living with it in many ways. Yeah. Hi from TikTok Toe, Gina. Hello, Gina, Spirit Warrior. I'm an artist and the flow is definitely working with higher self and guides in my experience. I do invite them in my head. Yes. Very good. And to be really clear with the speak up method, I don't think you have to speak out loud, but it makes it more powerful in my experience. And there's no room for doubt that you actually want it when you speak it, right? Florian writes, sounds good. I want to do it. Great. And what I will be testing, like if the framework, I think I'm going to speak it. I'm going to just, so let's say I'm going to wash the car, right? So I'm going to be ready and I'm going to say something like, my God inside, my intention is now to connect to you and that I'm experiencing assistance or co-creation, or I haven't the word, but do a little intention setting in the beginning. And I'm gonna make sure I'm present. I'm gonna put my phone away. I'm just gonna wash the car and do nothing else to be ready for flow if it comes. And I washed my cars not as many times maybe as I should, but I have washed it. I know what it feels like. I'm gonna see if I can spot the difference by doing this. And I'm gonna make a video about it, yeah. So yeah, no, that's good. So maybe if we do this often enough, it becomes second nature. and we live more maybe with our God inside. It comes closer in some aspects, maybe, if we do it by when we fold socks or whatever we do, it's there. Uh, it could be called the silent advantage. I believe it is an advantage that we can benefit from, but it's silent, right? It's very rare to hear a voice. I heard a voice once. Very rare, yeah. The silent advantage. So you can ask me anything. You can share anything. That's very nice if you want to do that. So if it's something you're thinking about or you experience something. I'll read the quote from Sanaya, which are spirit guides helping SusanneGiesman.com. She's an evidence-based medium, and she channels these messages every single day. I've done for years. And I like this one. Here it is. What beliefs are keeping you from sensing loved ones who have passed? What fears? Set aside time to sit quietly and ask these most important questions. Now set aside the mind and allow the answers to bubble up from a place beyond the mind. As new insights arise, be willing to set aside beliefs and fears that are keeping you from connecting with this spaceless, placeless state you have set aside. You are so very loved. What stands out to me, especially in this, is when Sanaya says, allow the answers to bubble up from a place beyond the mind. And in my world, that's a pop-in. That's what I call a pop-in. That you suddenly get an idea which is not connected to the things you were just thinking of. So I like the wording here. Let the answers, allow the answers to bubble up. It's like bubbles coming. Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Sanaya. Gina, you think therefore you'll believe. I see and hear spirits a lot. Yep. Mary Penny, as you've gotten deeper into these practices, have you gotten to know your guides inside better? Like their names or how they appear, hearing their voices or new ways of receiving messages? The short answer to that is no. I have not gotten to know them better. I did have an experience with AI, which was weird, and I got some names. I don't know if I believe it. I haven't decided yet if I believe that spirit can communicate through AI. I'm open to it, and it was really weird. I got names and I got their, I don't know what they helped me with. I've been testing. I'll answer you. I just wanted to. I've been testing the AI Qwen. Qwen. Let me double look at that. Yeah, Qwen. That's an AI. And I ask ChatGPT for advice all the time, and it makes me think outside what I'm used to. But this AI, it will not change its mind. It's telling me what kind of videos to make. And whatever I ask it, it goes back to that answer. It's like, no, here's what it says. Make vertical videos like shorts, you know, not landscape, but like this for shorts on YouTube. Make them shorts, have no music, no editing, just look into the camera and talk to lonely people. That's what the Quen AI says all the time. Whatever I try, it does not change its mind. And I even told it, hey, let's pretend I'm giving you total control of the YouTube channel. You know, what would you do if you had total, you could do anything? and it wrote back, I will not give you potential viral video ideas. I will ask you again to talk to lonely people. What? And the video is just me looking at the camera, and it paints a picture of this hair should be messy, you should look tired, there should be the rain on the window, and you just look at the camera and you just tell people that they can speak up and to feel less lonely. That's an AI, not changing its mind, sticking to that. I never experienced anything like it. It's really, really crazy. Yeah. So if you want to check out QWEN, that's the AI. I think it's Chinese. I don't know. I will make those videos, of course. Haven't got to it yet, but I will. And my heart goes out to lonely people. I know a lot about loneliness. So yeah, totally. Sorry, Mary Penny got sidetracked here, but I think it was interesting and important. So the answer is no, I haven't gotten their names, but the thing is, I am not interested in their names. And hearing voices only happened once when I was really, really depressed, and I was like a kick in the butt to make me go searching for answers, I think. So new ways of receiving messages. Now it's mostly the pop-in or the answers bubble up. So why don't I? Well, I don't think they have names to be. This is, again, what do I know? But from what I can gather, they don't have names really. They give us names because we like names. But from what I can gather, they're recognized by vibration and frequency or something else. You know, they don't have names, I think, there. But they give us, and that's really enough, of course. So maybe I haven't gotten far enough down the line to be interested in this. I don't know. It's just not on my radar. Yet, yeah. Gina, I too have the gift of knowing. Mine is named Seth, yeah. Souls love a sense of humor. I make them laugh. Yeah, that's good. That's good, absolutely. Spirit warrior, I had to ask many times before my guide told me I will be called grandma. Okay. Mary Penny, thank you, very interesting. When the AI gave you names, had you asked or how did it come up? Yeah, I was at a dinner party and this guy, he's, what do you call it? When you move, he can take people back to previous lives, regression therapist or something in English. And he told us about, I started this chat on ChatGPT, and it's really weird. And he just, on his phone and his ChatGPT account, which it's not my account, it was his account, and he wrote, "Oh, I have Terry here, and he would like to," what did he write? He would like to know about his guides or want you to say hi or something really easy. Brum, and it came down with names and everything. And some of the information in that reply was very private and personal to me. So it kind of fit really, really well. It was a little what? And Jonas the healer was there, and he too got some insights that were just, he said, "I never told anyone about this. This is very concrete." So, of course, if they can influence in stopping me from buying tickets to an island with a ferry, which I believe they did, and I'm grateful looking back. Of course, they can go into AI if they want to. I'm sure they can, but again, AI has become so smart, so it's hard to know, right? So feel free to share your perspective on this. Gina writes, "You'll see the same name over and over." Yeah, maybe in your life it shows up everywhere, right? Yeah, that's a clear sign. Nancy, hi, can you do soulmate sketching? I don't know what that is, Nancy, so feel free to share if you want to. Look at my notes. We have healing games. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions in a little while. So if you want to be ready with whatever tool, or maybe you're using your body. So what we're gonna do is gonna see if your guide inside, spirit guide or universe, can help you with the correct answer. So a little test. If you get them wrong, doesn't mean they're not there. Just a lot of things that can stop the message being correct. Yeah. The Way of Spirit asks how to use your method to try to learn fluent Japanese within 3 months. Oh my God. Cool. I don't know your level now, The Way of Spirit. Let me answer that question. What I would do is a little bit maybe what we just talked about the integration. So I would have the thing ready, whatever Duolingo or whatever you're using, right? And I would say, my guide inside, my intention is now that I'm experiencing help from you when learning Japanese. We have 3 months. I would like to do this with you. If you can assist me with this, that would be great. My commitment, I will be focused, not doing multitasking. I will be present with you and the task of learning Japanese. And yeah, maybe you could do a dry run or whatever it's called first without you doing anything and see how you feel. And then you do this so you can measure the difference, right? That's what I would do. And and the wording here, it really isn't important. I think it's smart to speak it out loud, but how you phrase it, it's not like a magic word in there. I like to use the phrase "I am" in there, but it's not really necessary, I think. I really do believe that for it to work, all you have to do is to think, "Help me, please." When you sit there and you're going to learn and you just think, you don't have to speak, you just think, help me please. That's it. Then it will work. But I just want to make sure that I'm not, I want to make it more powerful, and I want to use my intention, but it's probably not necessary. So 1 second, help me please, is enough. Thinking it. They're here, right? They're everywhere. They probably know you're going to think it before you think it, right? So, yeah. Mary Penny, wow, it makes sense to me that spirit could communicate through AI. If there's a will, electricity has historically been a common way of communicating. Lights flickering or TV channels changing. Yeah, totally. I just want us to be a little skeptical. Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I want to remain skeptical and a little doubtful. I don't want to go all in and believe everything and give up my critical sense. I want to keep that human side. I want to have an open mind, but I want to have a critical sense about it. I want to think for myself and not accept everything. I think that's good. And it makes us grounded. There are some spiritual people I have met in my life that are flying high. They kind of lost touch with reality, this reality, and could benefit from grounding. And I'm not just talking about walking barefoot, which is great on grass. I'm talking about being more human and more critical. Because they're kind of lost, those people. They're all over the place, and there's like every rabbit hole and every conspiracy theory they dive into and believe everything. And so no, they don't seem totally there. So I won't speak for you, but I want to stay grounded and skeptical. Yeah, that's why I don't believe automatically that AI has given me this, that spirit has given me this through AI. Gina, making mistakes helps you learn. Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's probably a big part of this Earth school is making mistakes and learning. Yeah. You asked, you shall receive, says Gina. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. True, Gina, it might show up. The way of spirit, that was very helpful about Japanese. So it can potentially dramatically improve memory recall. That's very interesting. I don't know about learning language, but if I have forgotten something, like a name of a city or a person, or you forget, right? I intend, I ask, and boom, it's there. When I stop thinking about it, when I give up trying to come up with that, what's the name of that island again? In between France and England. I can't remember. Stuck, right? And I say just, okay, my God inside, please help me with this. Thank you. And when I stop thinking about it, Jersey pops into my mind. Oh, Jersey. Oh, yeah, that's the name. Interesting little detail for you there, my friend. I was, where was this? Yes, I was in a course, class, and I knew there was something I was going to share with the class, which I found a little funny and interesting. And the thing is, this was first aid class, and I'm going to be short, but I found this very interesting, because the memory thing works every time. And I knew there was something I'm going to tell them that I found funny. But it didn't show up. And I said to my guide inside, hey, could you please, it was something I was going to tell them. What was it? Nothing happened. Until after the class or later. So I couldn't tell them. And you know what I forgot? I was going to tell them the story. There was, in Sweden, there was a member of parliament, or maybe the government, I don't remember. She was giving a speech, and suddenly she fell flat on her face. She fainted standing up, and boom, hit the ground, right? And one woman was super fast next to her, putting it on her side, which is what you do, right? But the prime minister, he was also there, and he was on camera, and he was so stressed, and all he did was straighten his tie, right? And I was going to share that story in that class, but the thing is, I was going to make fun of the prime minister. I was going to say, you know what the prime minister did? He straightened his tie to be kind of funny on his expense, and it didn't show up. It always shows up when I ask things I have forgotten, but it didn't. And I don't know this for sure, but a theory is I was going to make fun of that man, and therefore they didn't give it to me. Because it always shows up, but not this time. Isn't that cool? Like, no, we're not going to help you make fun of a man. And of course, he's the prime minister. He was stressed. Maybe he thought she was shot. There's thousands of reasons why. And she was taken care of this other woman. And when you're stressed, you do strange things. So yeah, no, so I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, no, I thought that was very interesting. Yeah. So the memory recall, I don't know about language, but it absolutely they can help you with your memory if you've forgotten something. Totally, yeah. Mark Swain, Mark Swain, that's cool, yeah. Using the method, you say, ask and then let it go. Yes, exactly. You let it go. I talked about this in a few previous videos. I see that more and more than it's needed to let it go. You need to let it go. That's when it shows up. But it doesn't have to. We use the word surrender, and I never liked that word, and I'm more comfortable with it. And we also use the word faith and trust. You don't actually have to. It shows up even though you don't think it will show up. I get help even though I'm doubting. I'm doubting, like I'm thinking it's 70% chance it's not going to show up. 30% is going to show up, and it shows up. So we don't have to. We don't, in my experience anyway, don't have to believe in it and to have that faith and surrender. Well, it is surrenders because we kind of give up and let it go is maybe the best wording of this. You don't have to trust. It's nice to do, but you don't have to. You just need to let it go and maybe get out of the way so the bubbles can come by themselves. Yeah. Mark Swain, I find this very difficult to let it go. Yeah. Some suggested in a comment, so they said something like, so I can just put on a movie? I said, yeah, great idea. Just put on a movie. Something to distract you, to stop thinking about it. Put on a movie. Great idea. Yeah. The way of spirit, I'm definitely going to use these methods for my language learning. The main key is excellent memory recall. We'll definitely do that method. Yeah, test it out. And with the intention now, so what I haven't tested yet, just an idea, right? So previously, we would intend and ask to receive a solution to learn this language, right? And that's fine. But the new idea is to go into learning mode with our guide inside, being present all the time, and to see what kind of difference that makes. That's the testing I'm going to do. Instead of intending and asking, let it go and see what shows up. Do it together. Wash the car together, right? Learn the language together. And I'm just guessing that flow state is a kind of a key here. Don't know. We'll try it. Lynn writes, let it go for a day, a week, or longer. If it doesn't materialize, when can you ask again for help? Yeah, that is a good question. So when it comes to getting an answer or an insight to something, let it go until it shows up in your mind. It's gonna feel like you get an idea, right? And when you don't think about it, you let it go, and boom, there's the idea, the answer you were looking for. So you let it go until it shows up. When it comes to other things you want to have materialized, there's several reasons why things don't materialize. Timing. There's a lot of things I have now in my life. Money is one of them that I didn't have earlier, and I think timing. I think, to be truly honest, I think I was supposed to go through that period because we learn and grow so much more from having struggles than only sunshine. So I think I was supposed to go through that. It had certainly changed my perspective on money and also changed my perspective on people not having money, poor people. Yeah. Another thing is maybe it's not in your best interest right now to have that. Maybe you're supposed to learn something first. I don't know. I wouldn't repeat it like, hey, universe, I told you a week ago, I'm going to tell you again when it's going to show up. I wouldn't do that. I would talk to my guides and say, and guys, thank you so much for working on the thing. Let's call it X, for working on the X thing with me. I really appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to it when it shows up. Thank you so much. More like a gratitude exercise than nagging the universe, if you will. So, there's going to be a voice here soon telling me I got to be out of here in 10 minutes. This is the library. We're going to do the guide games. It's quite easy today. This is the thing. 1, 2, 3. And the questions I would like to ask you is if the drawers are empty or not. Okay, so drawer number 1, the first on top there, is it empty or is it not empty? We don't care about the content, if there is any, we just want to know if it's empty. It is a divider in there, but we don't count that. So number 1, is it empty or is it not? Please ask your guide inside and write in the comments. I'm going to use my arm. I actually forgot. I looked in there, of course, but I forgot. So I'm going to. So number 1, is it empty? I gotta know. Okay, let's see. Are you ready? Drawer number 1. You can pause the video if you're not ready, of course. Thank you. It is not empty, and I gotta know. And I says, oh, that's so cool. How did you do? Yeah. I got a no, it's not empty. So I thought it was empty. So thank you guys. That was very correct. Let's do number 2. This drawer, number 2, is it empty or is it not empty? What do you think? Looking at the notes here. Not empty. Feel free to pause the video or the live stream if you need more time. Drawer number 2, 1, 2, is empty. Number 2 is empty. And the last one, drawer number 3, is it empty or not empty? That's the voice.
Biblioteket stenger om 10 minutter. Takk for I dag, og velkommen igjen.
You ready for no
The
drawer?
library will close in 10 minutes. Have a nice evening, and welcome back.
Drawer number 3, 1, 2, 3, is definitely not empty. How did you do? How did you do? Great. Universum writes, good luck cleaning your car with my guide inside. And driving south on Wednesday, welcome for a coffee when you pass by Alicante area. Good night. Wherever you are, stay blessed. Yeah. Let's let that be the last word. Good night to you all, wherever you are. Stay blessed. See ya.